By letting Conductor take control of your Dapr installation on Kubernetes, you get fail-safe, zero-downtime upgrades that can be continuously monitored during rollout. Looking at the cluster dashboard here, you can see that both my clusters have upgrades available to Dapr version 1.10. New versions are loaded into Conductor within hours of becoming available in the Dapr upstream project. You can also try out release candidates for new versions to ensure you're keeping up to date with the latest from open source updates. One thing to note about this cluster is that I have the setting automatically sync Dapr config enabled. This ensures that Conductor is the single source of truth for my Dapr installation and will continuously reconcile any changes made to the configuration outside of Conductor. If this setting was disabled, I would still be able to apply upgrades using Conductor. However, they could be overwritten using tools like Helm or kubectl in the cluster. You can do an upgrade by either clicking on the green arrow in the cluster summary or by using the right-hand action menu to navigate to the Upgrade Dapr view. From here, you can select from a number of Dapr versions based on what version your cluster is currently deployed with. Typically, Conductor supports the current Dapr version and the previous 2 minor versions. Since the 1.10 minor version is the latest at this time, you can see that both 1.9 and 1.8 are shown here, as well as 1.7, which will be getting deprecated shortly. You can only upgrade or downgrade by a single minor version, which is why versions before 1.8 are grayed out on my cluster. Choose the version you want to upgrade to. For me, that's 1.10, and decide which applications you want to roll out in this process. Choosing to roll out these apps will ensure that the new Dapr version gets rolled out to your app's Dapr sidecars after the control plane has completed its upgrade. Then you can update your Dapr Helm arguments for the new incoming version. So you can see here, I have a number of Helm settings that are being pulled from my existing Dapr control plane deployed on my cluster. If you wanted to change any of these, this whole section is editable and supports all the fields from the Dapr upstream Helm chart. So maybe you want to increase the interval at which the Dapr sidecar injector watchdog runs, or change the memory limits for one of your control plane components. You can make these changes and then compare them back to the Dapr configuration that is currently deployed on your cluster, using the current Dapr configuration view in the top right-hand corner. You also have the option to schedule this update to a time when the cluster is receiving less traffic. A Dapr upgrade should not cause any downtime, but it does require all of your app pods to restart in order for a new version to be rolled out completely. Confirm these changes when you're ready and wait. Conductor will roll out an upgrade, and if anything fails, it will provide an automatic rollback to the previous version that was successfully deployed on your cluster. Now you can see the Dapr version showing a status of processing and then upgrading as the changes are being applied. The Dapr control plane status on the left will soon show a status of not running or degraded as each of the control plane pods gets upgraded. You can monitor the version rollout by clicking into the Dapr health status and viewing each of the control plane deployments. Here you can see a detailed breakdown of the health of the control plane pods that is updated in near real time by the Conductor agent. Similarly, if you navigate to the agent logs page using the right top-hand action menu, you can see that the Conductor agent began to apply the configuration upgrade, and then eventually, if the upgrade completes successfully, we'll see a message showing the Dapr version has changed from 1.96 to 1.10. Once the upgrade has completed, you can check the version of each of your app's Dapr sidecars by navigating to the application list view. This shows a breakdown of all apps deployed on your cluster, along with their Dapr details. After an upgrade completes successfully, you should roll out all of your apps to ensure that they're running the same version as the Dapr control plane. If you choose not to roll them out during the upgrade, then you can either roll out all applications using the top right-hand action menu, or individual apps one by one, using the action menu at the end of each row. You also have the option in Conductor to view the incoming Helm settings that will be applied during a scheduled Dapr upgrade using the desired Dapr settings view. Additionally, for version rollbacks, you can revert the Dapr Helm settings to a previous version by clicking on the Revert Dapr settings. This will allow you to see the previous Dapr version that was deployed, as well as view a diff of any changes that were made to your Helm values during the most recent upgrade. And that's it. Hopefully this makes it very clear on how to perform a Dapr upgrade using Conductor.